Those 3 months, January, February, March, you, yo. Let me introduce myself. I don't know if I should wear my glasses or what. Yeah, I have a ring light with me, but if I wear my glasses, it's reflecting on the camera, and I don't want that to happen. But anyways, hi guys, welcome to my channel. I'm super duper excited. This is actually my first video on YouTube. Oh my goodness, what the heck? It's not basically my first video because I have been making videos since I was like 13. I only posted them on my private YouTube channel, so this is gonna be my first video on a public YouTube channel. You get what I'm saying? But anyways, hi guys, welcome to my channel. If you're new here, no, everyone is new here. I'm new, you're new, you guys, we are newbies. Yeah, my name is Oluetu, but a lot of people refer to me as Poppy, and I hope by the end of this video you realize that I'm worthy of your subscription, because I know that I am. So I hope at the end of the video you are subscribed. Okay, that's what I should be saying right now. Today I'm going to be reflecting on how my 2025 was like. Hey buddy, all I can say is guys, it's not easy at all. I firstly want to read the verse. I didn't even say you must like, comment, share and subscribe. Today is the 18th of December. So I'm not going to interpret it. I just want to read it because this is actually my first video. So I really want to read the word of God. So the word of the day is Matthew 6 verse 34. Therefore, do not worry about tomorrow, for tomorrow will worry about itself. Each day has enough trouble of its own. I firstly want to read my journal. I don't know what it's written, but I remember I got this journal in Jan and I wanted to journal my feelings. And I want you guys to be well aware of the fact that at this time I had like a very strong positive mindset. So I might be writing positive things even though I'm in pain. This is Sunday, 26th Jan. I haven't read it, so you guys are going to be seeing my reaction. Okay, so it goes like this. Dear God, our Heavenly Father. And the reason why I'm reading this to you guys is because I want to take you guys to the mindset that I had on that time and how I was feeling. I just reflect on this. Surely you are a good and an amazing God. I can never thank you enough for the things you have done for me. I am really grateful. Not so long ago, the matric results came out. I am so thankful with what I got, but those same marks were not enough to get me into any university. Oh my goodness, Poppy. I remember I cried and I was stressing out when the rejection letters were coming through because I really wanted to go.
I received the results and I just don't get to have the time to digest everything. I'm waiting for the responses from the universities. I was getting rejected.
I did not want to spend another year here in Uganda. I remember I even prayed and fasted just to get to uni, but still I got rejected. We're gonna get to that. Like, oh my goodness! I was so down, but you pulled through, Lord. You softened my grandmother's heart and you made her to support me in my upgrading journey. I was saying I'm going to upgrade. Like literally my heart and mind is just on upgrading. I just don't want to go to uni anymore. Oh yes, I just decided that I need to upgrade and get better results. You are Lord my God, the Almighty. I might have wanted to go to uni. Really pray that I do get accepted at universities. But I know your plans are better than mine. Oh, Poppy. Your plans for me are what I need, not what I want. They are there to give me hope and prosperity and not to harm me. In this, I realized that no amount of tears and sweat can make you change the plans you have for me. So, Lord, As I am about to walk on this journey of upgrading, I ask you to stay with me, help me to find your kingdom, to understand your word, to walk faithfully with you, to think like you, Lord, and help me to live for you and not for the world. For the world is very vile. Help me to grow this year, Lord. I pray that you open my heart and my soul. Oh my goodness, I'm getting teary while I'm reading this. Oh my goodness. You are the only one that can help me. For I don't want to get close to you or seek you for the things you can do for me, but I want to get close to you because you are God. Lord, I am not perfect. I'm a sinner. Therefore, I pray that when sin tries to afflict, I pray that you convict me, Lord. Although through Christ I am saved, therefore I pray that I do not draw away from you, Lord, and to lose my faith. Let me not worry about the future because worrying is a sin. I trust you, God, from OP. Things I pray for in 2025. I pray over the spirit of lust and okay, that's another story. I just wanted to take you guys back on how I was feeling at that time of the year in January. Like literally, I had a very strong mindset at that time, or I believed I had one. But yeah, as we went through the year, my mental health started deteriorating and I was going through it. Like I lost the touch with God. I lost touch with him, and after that things went downhill. So I'm going to be reading from here the questions I asked ChatGPT to ask me about this video. And yeah, let's get into it. How did I feel when I received my results in January? I had mixed feelings about it. I did not even celebrate my results at all. The only thing I was worried about is whether I was going to get it to uni or not. I knew in December that I was going to pass one way or another. I was going to get a bachelor's degree. Like I had confidence in myself. But the only thing that I wanted was the quality of the results. I was worried about the quality of my results, whether I was going to get like 7 distinctions, Are those 7 distinctions going to get me to uni, or I'm going to stay at home with all of those distinctions? And to be quite frank with you guys, I'm happy with my result. Not too happy though, because I knew that there's certain subjects that I could have done way much better on, but I didn't. That's why I decided to take the end route of upgrading. I decided to upgrade. Yeah, it was a whole shebang. My 2025 was actually like a lot. So when I received my results, I had mixed feelings. Not happy, but I had like mixed feelings. I was thrilled whether the universities are going to accept me or they're going to reject me. Yeah. What went through my mind when I was rejected by multiple universities? I was devastated. I was really devastated. The minute when I got my results, they started responding the week after, we received our results. Let me tell you guys, rejections were flooding in. I was crying my eyeballs out, and I told myself that I was strong. I told myself that, if I run away from pain, it will actually disappear. And it didn't. It catch up on me later on in the year. And Sana, the reason why I thought I would get accepted was because of the faith that I had. Like, as you can hear now after reading my journal, you can tell that me and God were like this, but under certain conditions. That was a problem with me. So I remember in December, I had cut my hair. Like literally in Gabani brushing, born again, start everything afresh, start everything on a clean slate. And I just wanted to get closer with God. But I realized now that I did not just want to get closer with him because of who he is, but I wanted the things that he could do for me. And not even the things he could do for me, the things I told him he should do for me. So it was basically like, I'm doing you a favor. I fasted the whole of December. Like I fasted from social media, I fasted from food. Like I would start at 12 a.m. in the morning and break it at 6 p.m. So me doing that, I knew that it was so wrong. And yeah, I realized that now, but back then I didn't realize it. My faith was based on what I wanted God to do for me. It wasn't based on whether I want to get close with him and, have a relationship with him. It was not that. But now I know better now. Okay, I know better. So I got the rejection letters and I tried to be strong. But there was a time where I would cry. But, when I would cry, I would tell myself later on that everything is going to be okay. And, that's why I say that my pain was masked under strength. I thought that I could push through because I have Jesus. Once my relationship with Christ started weakening, my mental health started deteriorating. It started going down the hill. Did I feel embarrassed, disappointed, or numb? I did feel disappointed. Seeing your peers moving on with their lives, starting a new chapter of their life, it was kind of crazy. Like, I was very jealous. I'm really not gonna lie. I was angry at myself because I thought to myself, you could have done better with these results. It's your fault that these universities did not, take you, because you should have got 7 distinctions. Yo, Sana, I was just like, oh my goodness, they're moving on with their life. They're starting a new life. Yo, those 3 months, January, February, March, yo, I decided to take a break from social media at that time. I deleted my TikTok, I deleted my Instagram, I deleted my YouTube, and I started being on Pinterest more because it was like, oh my goodness, every time when I see a move in vlog or a move into res vlog, I would cry. I felt like I was left behind. The worst thing about me is the fact that I don't have any relatives outside of where I live. Everything revolves around this place where I am right now. Like, my life revolves around this vicinity. And I got nowhere else to go. I got no relatives in Pretoria or Johannesburg. I got no one to visit. I had to be here. How did those rejections affect how I saw myself? I saw myself as a failure. I felt like a failure. Yeah, I was just like, no, this is not happening to me. How am I going to get through this gap year? I'm upgrading, and I was upgrading 2 subjects. At first, I wanted to upgrade in November. My teacher at school convinced me to actually try and upgrade in June. And then if things do not work out in June, try again in November. So I did write in June. I wrote in June. It felt like my marks were swapped around like this. Just wrote in November right now, and I did reapply and wrote in November. I did feel angry at myself. I felt like I was failing in life. Did I feel like I was falling behind compared to others? I really did feel like I was falling behind. I felt like my life is stagnant. Everybody's moving forward with their life. They're progressing. And while I'm here, the people that I matriculated with, they're just moving on with their lives. And what am I doing with mine? I'm just going to be here at home, upgrading again. The thing is, I was upgrading, and your upgrading was so exhausting. I think one of the factors was that I was doing self-study. Did I really make the right decision by upgrading? I don't know. I really don't know. I'm questioning myself. It was a bit difficult for me. Sometimes there would be days where I'm like, oh, yo. Sometimes I'm like, yeah, do it. You can do it. Sometimes I'm like, yo. It was a roller coaster ride of emotions. I'm really not going to lie. At that moment, did I believe my life was delayed or redirected? Well, at that moment, there were 2 sides of me. Sometimes I would feel like my life is being redirected. The Lord has put me in this position for a reason. And sometimes I was just like, damn, man. Damn, like ixesha ngisengina 21 bengifuna ukuba nemoto mina. Like, I wanted to get my degree, but life had to slow me down. I think I was moving too fast, so the Lord had to be like, no, Sandra Sam, hlala phansi. What made me decide to upgrade my results instead of giving up? At first, I did not want to upgrade my results. I thought to myself, like, what am I going to do? And yet I do not feel confident or comfortable with some of the results that I got, or some of the marks that I got for certain subjects. So how about I try to upgrade those marks, and do something this year? Because I was just like, what am I going to do? I'm going to be at home the whole year. Upgrading is hard. How did I feel to sit down and study again after rejection? You can imagine, after getting rejected by multiple universities, saying that the program is full. Not that you do not qualify, but because the program is full. I don't know if I was the only one. When they told us, I don't even remember when we got our results. When the minister announced that there was like, I don't know, is it 88% of the people that passed or something? I was just like, No, no, no. Everyone was like, yeah. I was like, no, the spaces. I was not happy at all. I'm sorry, maybe I'm being evil for this. But I was like, no. How are we gonna get to uni? Not all of us are gonna get there. Like when they say the pass rate has increased, I wanted to cry. Because not only it's the matriculant of 2024, there's certain people who took a gap year in 2023. There's certain people who are applying, adults who want to go to a certain cause. How am I going to get in there if there's so many of us who passed? No, yes, we may pass, but the quality of the result was also actually important. You know, after the minister announced that the pass rate increased, I immediately knew that I was not going to get to uni for some reason. I knew. I was just like, oh. I remember in January when I was settling for the fact that I am going to be upgrading. I ended up upgrading even before the results came out. On the day of the results, I was already set on the fact that I'm upgrading, and I ended up upgrading. Was upgrading emotionally harder than expected? It was draining. The first segment, I was pushing myself really hard. I was studying every day. I would read the Bible. But in March, I remember I stopped reading the Bible. So that's when my relationship with God fell like short. My mental health went down the hill. So that's when I was going through the hardest moment because I was not with God anymore. I was crying every day and I would try to push myself. And you know what's nice about this whole upgrading thing was that I was with my friend in it. It makes the situation way better than it already is when you have people who are going through the same procedure so that you can talk about the difficulties of it, so that you can talk about how hard it is, you know, rather than going through it alone. If you went through this gap year alone or upgrading alone, I'm sorry, my love. It was hard for me, hence I had people to talk to. I can imagine how painful it was for you. But upgrading was actually difficult. Doing it all by myself, like self-study was, yeah, it was draining, but I was trying to mentally prepare myself for whatever that is about to come next year. People say that in uni, most of the time you do things yourself. So I was, you know, preparing myself for that. And it also was just like saying that, oh no, if I was in uni, this is what I would have been doing, okay? So how about I get used to it? Did I ever doubt whether upgrading was worth it? Yes, I did. In the middle of, you know, the year, when I found out that other people that I went to high school with that went back to high school. So I was just like starting to question myself like, Bobby, did you actually make the right decision for doing self-study, for upgrading by your own and not having a teacher? Why did I choose to upgrade? Why didn't I go back to high school? I started to question myself. Many people actually did go back to school. As for me, I decided to upgrade. Did I make the right decision? My mind is wired in a way of actually comparing myself with other people's journey. Everything just literally does not make any sense. Like, did I really make the right decision by upgrading? I don't know. I really don't know. I'm questioning myself right now. You guys, I started to question my decisions. How did I feel waiting for my June results? So I upgraded in June and I was upgrading 2 subjects. Like I said, my marks felt like they were swapped around, so I needed to upgrade them again right now in November. So I needed to write again in November. And I was waiting for my results. I took a break the whole of June. I was just like, you know what? I finished writing in May, right? So in June, I was already like, you know what? Just take a break and then you're going to start studying again. Gupila. I did not. So when I took a break, I took a break for 3 months, 4 months, June, July, August, September. I am trying to take a break from social media because, yeah, it was getting under my skin. You know, that doom scrolling thing where you just keep on scrolling and scrolling. Those flashy, entertaining videos were getting onto my head. The noise, the people's opinions, all of that was starting to get into my head. It was getting under my skin, honestly. But now I'm just trying to calm myself down, you know, get into the groove of studying again, of which I'm not willing to go back to this. But I have to. I don't have any choice. Okay, the question is, how did I feel waiting for my results? I did not know how to feel, but I knew that my maths was going to go down. My maths was higher than my physics. Yeah, I'm going to say it already. My maths was higher than my physics mark, like initially with the NSC results. So I was just like to myself, you know what, how about I upgrade physics? Initially, I wanted to upgrade physics only because I was happy with my maths mark. But I just did not want to upgrade physics alone. I was happy with my maths mark, but not too happy. You know, I knew that I could have done better with this. So that's why I decided to do both of them, the hardest subject, doing it them all by myself. You can imagine. August, we receive our results. Oh, you guys, I felt demotivated. I was devastated. I love that word. I did not know what to do. I was just like, you know what? My energy is strained. So I applied for writing in November again. I did not study for 4 months. I did not prepare myself for the November exams, which is crazy because now I'm expecting different results, but hence I know very well that I did not prepare myself for the test or the exams.
I'm on the second segment of upgrading, and it has been nothing. It has been nothing because I had been doing nothing. I'm so tired.
I try to, keep my energy up in those moments because I started exercising.
This is day 4 of me working out. I was actually taking a run. Just to keep my energy up and to keep myself rejuvenated.
I started running every morning. Yeah. And then come October, I was just like ruffling through the pages and trying to put all the information onto my head after not actually studying. When the June results came back, not as I hoped, what did that do to my confidence? I went back to square one. I was a little bit confident this year. My confidence went up, but I went back straight to square one. I remember that moment when I got my results. I literally went to bed. I came in the door and then I didn't talk to my grandmother, didn't talk to my brother. I just went straight to bed. My grandmother woke me up and she was like, "How did you do?" And I started crying. And I was so sad because I thought to myself that I was going to finish with this upgrading thing right now in June and not upgrade in November. Because the thing that was phrasing me off was actually going back to my school and actually upgrading there. Like, oh my goodness. When people see you upgrading, they're not thinking to themselves that you passed, you just want to increase your marks or whatever. All they're just thinking to themselves is that you failed. She failed. But I was just like a hard worker. So if anyone thought that way, you thought wrong. I passed. But I just knew that I could actually do better. So that's why I wanted to increase my marks. Sengiyakhaza manje, ngiyakhaza. Did I feel tired or more determined? I felt tired for the second segment of upgrading. I was tired. I was just like, I don't want to do this anymore. I'm only doing it for the sake of doing it, but I really do not want to do it. I really do not want to be torturing myself like this. Yeah, man, this year was a lot. I went through a lot, but I kept on retrying and retrying and retrying and retrying. What gave me the courage to upgrade again, like in November? There's nothing that gave me courage at all. I just actually applied to write in November again. I don't know why. It was a decision that I took. I was just like, you know what, let me try again, even though I do not have the energy to try again. How did my mindset change between the first and the second upgrading? I went from here to here to there. And the second segment, none of my friends were upgrading anymore. And now I was doing it all by myself and it was hard. That's why I felt like, I'm demotivated with all of this and I don't want to do it. I think the most painful thing for me for this year was the fact that I had to leave something that I was fearing last year. Being on a gap year was like one of my biggest fears, and I think I have mentioned it in one of my videos on like last year, where I just said that I really wanted to get accepted, or I really want to get accepted at uni. I really pray that I do get accepted at universities, because God, it's just in Nassau. Yes, it's just in Nassau. Because I can't live my life here. And that very same thing that I feared actually did come true. The hardest part about everything as well was the fact that all the hard work that I had put in 2024, me going to the library, studying, frost nights, they didn't pay off. They only paid off on the piece of paper of my statement of results, but not to uni. The amount of work that I put in last year was not enough to get me to uni. But I'm so grateful that the Lord has put me in this position, because I don't think I would have been this wise if I did go to uni, like at all. Like, it actually refined me, it reshaped me into this person that I am today. Part of me, I think, is glad that the Lord put me in this gap year. I needed a break. Now the plan is not to move fast. The plan is to move correctly. I had to watch quite a lot of motivational videos this year. I'm really not gonna lie. I was just like, constantly on social media, just trying to find something that will motivate me into wanting to live this life. And, finding a community of people that were going through the same thing, it was kind of comforting. I looked for comfort in everywhere else but God. I paid the price for that. I started reading again. I went back into reading. And I think I have read about 4 books this year. I know it's not a lot because I was upgrading you guys. Like, I couldn't read and write, read and write and read and write. I worked on my mental health. Yeah, now I'm fine. Now I'm really fine. I'm in a better place than I was in June. Okay, because that's when my mind was going all over the place. I'm fine now. I'm in a better place. I'm building a relationship with God again. What are the great things that I did this year? Things got a little bit clearer this year with what I want to pursue next year. Because I think last year I was just like putting my eggs in every basket just in case if I get accepted. But this year I was very intentional with what I applied for. There were other personal reasons why I think the Lord did great by making me to stay. Yeah, those are personal. Because I do think that I was really moving too fast. I really wanted the uni experience, but I did not want, the aftermath of uni, the assignment and all of that. I just wanted to have fun. I wanted the vlogs. I remember I even got a tripod last year. I got myself a tripod in order to start vlogging and doing all of that. But when that didn't happen, yeah, I was devastated. Like, there were a lot of things that I had planned for myself last year. But in those plans, I did not have God at all. Like I said, God was more of like a catalyst in my life. Like, I need him to move things really fast, but I did not want him for who he is. I only played a facade of like, oh, I really want to get a close relationship with God. I really want to get close to him. I want to build a relationship with him, but not with intentions of actually being with him. I don't know how many times I've mentioned that I was doing that, because it really breaks my heart now that I'm seeing it. I'm a bit wiser, I'm a grown woman now. There's a lot of things that I can take, good things actually, that I can take out from this year. Like I said, it's not the worst year at all, but not the best. Don't just take the negative out of this year. Even though it was hard, try to think of the positives. Try to think of even the bad lessons that you have learned about yourself. Like, I really want you guys to do this task. I'm giving you guys a task. You see how good I am. And I got subscribe. I'm starting on 0 subscribers, by the way. I didn't tell anyone about this channel. I didn't say a word. No one knows about this channel. The people that need to see this video, it will find them. So I'm giving you guys a task. Go and look at yourself in the mirror. Reflect on this year. Talk about the things that hurt you this year. Feel your feelings. Cry if you need to. If you actually suppress your pain, it's gonna come out at the end of the day. If you don't talk about your pain, if you're suppressing it, it's gonna come out one way or another. It's either gonna come out as a disease or an illness. And I saw it with myself. So have fun, be nice to others, and your time will come as well. Whether it takes us 20 years, I just know that my end goal is to get to uni. I don't care now how long it takes for me to get there. Guys, I hope you guys are doing good though. This year is about to end. I don't know what next year has in store for me, but I'm willing to take anything. Like, I'm going to be rolling with the punches next year. If I do not get accepted, I do not have any plan B. Because last year I thought to myself that there's just like only one plan, to go to uni, but I didn't prepare myself for disappointment. When this disappointment slapped me on my face, I went through the hardest of time. I hope me sharing my story is gonna make you feel in a certain way. So you can tell me down in the comment section how you feel. I hope you guys really did enjoy this first video of mine. Yeah, you just find it in your heart to subscribe to my channel. Till next time, you guys, take care of yourselves.